Hey, what's up, and welcome to this new video. This time I've decided to split the video up in 3 parts, and the first part will be me talking about the snake painting I do here in the background, this new acrylic painting of mine, and just talk you a little bit through the process, what's happening here. Then the second part will be me going deeper into my thoughts behind it, what sort of the symbolism means, what this painting means to me, and how it came to be. And the third part, I will go into some deeper thoughts and want to talk about how it is to create without expectations for yourself, and why I think it's important to just be yourself in the painting and just let yourself shine through, basically, in your art. And if you think that's cool and sounds interesting, then stick around and let's see where this goes. The painting itself used the process that I've used on the last painting I did here on this channel as well, where I basically used a loose sketch that I did in my sketchbook, and I just right away I knew I wanted to paint it. At first I only had the snake and the birds of prey in mind, and later they got complemented by the tree branches as well as some of the stars you see in the background. So I took the sketch into my digital painting software and just, opacity low, white layer on top, and then just go over and over the lines again and again. And getting the snake to really work out for me and getting all the compositional elements in there was really a struggle this time. I can't even tell you why. It just sort of, maybe there was some pressure of repeating the painting again and me wanting to match it sort of with the other painting. Yeah, so at one time I felt really stuck with the lines, which is when I switched to painting with colors, really, and figuring out my values, figuring out the colors that I want to use. And that's when the tree branches came in and I figured some more stuff out and it sort of started to click. But with this painting, it really took a very long time, actually, for me to figure all the things out. And I kept on changing it up constantly, which made it more interesting in the end, though, when it all came together and it felt really good. So yeah, with the branches in place, I could finally see like the whole thing, and I started to go over it once again with new lines on top, which would then help me to transfer the painting from the digital onto the cotton canvas. So yeah, based on that, the traditional painting really started out pretty stressful with this one, because I was trying to match the colors and I couldn't match the colors. Thought I had it too dark, where at first I thought I had it too light, and it's always sort of hard to guess where you're at, because all the other elements come in later, and you only see, with this process at least, the final colors and everything, where it's going to be placed on the background when it's basically too late really to go in over the background with big strokes and change the colors up. So really stressful start, but I was getting more and more comfortable with it over time, and it became a really enjoyable painting actually once everything was in place. And I had a lot of fun doing those little dark lines everywhere, especially on the birds of prey. And later on, with the snake as well, adding those details. The tree branches were a lot of fun. And I was just messing around a little bit with the colors and freeing up, basically, and deviating here and there from the digital sketch more and more. And it felt really good. I really love how controlled everything is with this process. So you can really from the sketch to the digital and then to the acrylic, once you start the traditional process, which is very intimidating to me, and I'm sure to a lot of you guys out there as well, you already know where everything is going to be roughly. and where everything's gonna sit and what the color is gonna be, and I can even trace my lines so I have the sketch exactly how I want it to, and I can minimize the factors that could go wrong in the painting. And so this process really works out for me pretty well right now. The traditional side of things really adds just that little bit of texture everywhere, and it's just such a nice feeling to go in with the colors, and I just really enjoy that part. And if that's nothing for you, you can always just keep it digital. And I know there's a ton of texture brushes and stuff out there that you can use to make it look like gritty or textury and really get a nice finish on that. But I like to have something in my hands and be painting with the brushes and looking at it at different angles and see how the light reflects off the painting, and how it looks in the sun, how it looks in the shadow, and just there's so much richness basically to that I really enjoy. So I like doing it that way, even though it's not the medium I've learned painting with. And so yeah, I'm just slow right now, but that's probably gonna change hopefully in the future. The painting came to me in a pretty difficult time. I had the feeling of I had just finished the wolf painting and I wanted to create something like that again. But I was fearful that it might have been just a one-off thing. Like I got lucky and I just painted something, and for once it looked kind of cool and I liked it. And I didn't know if I was going to be able to recreate it. And then there were a lot of outside factors in my life, people around me who were hurting and who were not doing well at all, and there was nothing I could really do about it. So I felt really restricted and hindered. There were many things I wanted to do with art, as well as with helping people, being somewhere else, not liking where I was in my life at that stage. And so there were a lot of outside factors. Yeah, like I had little wiggle room to move around in, but I also had to function and had to go to work and had to do all these things in life. And like the animal in the painting, I felt like I could hold it barely together. Like life was already shattered into pieces, and there were things obstructing me and I couldn't move like I wanted to. I couldn't do the things I needed to do, and I was struggling really to keep it all together. And the universe was giving me branches, to hold on to, and all I could do was see them as hindrances really, and I couldn't use them. There were many opportunities, I think, for me to relax and to try to calm down and chill out, try to figure things out, and I couldn't take these opportunities. Yeah, I think this painting really just encapsulated that for me, and just, yeah, it spoke to me in that way. Basically, when I did the sketch, I was really feeling like that snake, and that resonated with me, and I knew I needed to go into that and spend more time with the sketch and eventually paint it. And I think it was a very healing process for me to do that painting and to spend time with it. And I think I painted over 2 weeks on this one, and being with that really changed my situation as well. And I was able to tackle these outside factors and see them for what they are, and accept them. And for some of them, I was able to do something. And it was just a very helpful thing. And that's, again, the beauty of art. Lets us think about these things and get into a headspace where we can reflect and be with our thoughts while doing something and feeling productive at the same time. And it's all just a very cool process. Yeah. That's a little bit of a glimpse into what this painting did to me, what it means to me, and now I have some other thoughts that I want to jump into. And what I wanted to talk about is that art just comes out like it comes out, you know? It just is what it is. If I have no expectations of the art and just be with me and know where I am in life right now and know, you know, I can feel myself, I can be with myself, and then I go and create, I think the things that come out will be authentic and they will be representative of who you are. And that is something that not everyone will be able to see. But I think being with yourself when you do the art and being honest and true to yourself is really beneficial for the art as well. Because you always put something of yourself into the art that you do. And I think it really shines through in the end. If you're copying someone, if you are inspired by someone, there's a difference. If you feel happy or if you feel lost in life, there's going to be a difference to your art. And for a long time, I think I have ignored that, and I always wanted to create commercially viable art that never took really into consideration where I am in life and how I feel like and who I am really at that moment. And changing that up and really being aware of that and letting that go into the art, letting that seep through by just knowing that and accepting that, opening up in my art, it's really made it special, I think. For me, at least. I hope it shines through. I hope there's something, some magic that gets passed through the painting to the viewer, to you, who sees the art. That is something I cannot control, I think, but I can be with myself and I can put those things in there by being conscious and mindful. And it makes the art unique and it makes it more, authentic and genuine. And it feels great to create like that. So I wanted to pass that on and maybe say, do it, you know, do genuine art, create for yourself, put yourself into the things you do fully, and if you're not into it, just leave it, just walk away. Just say, I am who I am where I am, and I accept that, and I'm fine with that. Here's me, you know, and I don't always have to 100% know where I am or who I am or what it is that I make, which is also a very interesting point, I think. I always used to be so afraid that I don't know what this is. So I painted something and it didn't look like anything else, any other painting I knew. And so I used to discard it, throw it away, be like, okay, well, this is nothing anyone wants to look at because I don't even know what this is. And now I feel like more and more that I don't know what this is that I'm doing, and I don't have to know. Because in the end, it's not my place to even, you know, if you as the viewer, you make it whatever you make it. You see the art and you think your own thoughts and you put it into your own boxes, and it doesn't really matter if I know what it is that I'm creating. I can just create, and then it's out there and people can look at it, and if they think it's interesting, they can support it, but you don't always have to do things that have been done before, and my art isn't even out there that much, right? It looks like a lot of other art that's out there. And it's crazy that I still have these thoughts that, well, what is this? Is this for something? And what does it say? I don't have to answer these questions, really. Let someone else answer them for you. And so that's very liberating, that you don't have to know 100% what you're doing, what it is that you're doing. You don't have to be able to put names on everything. You can just create and put it out there into the world and let other people decide if it's good or bad, or what type of art it is. It doesn't matter. Being different than others really is your ticket, I think. It brings something unique and valuable to the table, to the world, and to people that are around you. And the more you feel good with yourself and in your body and with the things that you do in life, the more other people around you will benefit from that and will be happy. I think we can all influence each other positively, I think. The more we are with ourselves and the more comfortable we are with ourselves and in our skin. And so that's the message really here is be who you are, be unique, embrace it, and be comfortable with that, accept who you are, and put it out there into the world. Show us who you are. It's just such a nice feeling, and I hope you get a lot of positivity out of this. And yeah, if you do, please share it around. Leave me a comment, send me a message. I'd love to hear from you. I'd still love to see your art as well if you are creating. I wish you a wonderful day. Thank you for watching this video and giving me some of your time. I hope you liked the painting I did, even though it came out at a difficult time. And yeah, bye bye.